our favor. That's why we went to the city to see if we can get the support.
Right.
And the city will support us, so as long as we meet the needs of the community.
That's
So that's what we plan to do. And they've also confirmed that you can do the transfer plan now. At the time, I guess the nation didn't have a 401c3, a 501c3, didn't have that legal entity in order to maintain the site. You know, we have all of that now. So
During the 4-year process, the school bus still open?
that's a good question, and that's what we got, it's a
What's the
construction.
question?
Oh, okay, thank you. If it's a 4-year process, will the school still be open? The way it basically goes is, the first 2 years of that will be the design process. And obviously, we'll be open to the design process. Then what happens during construction? And that's what you typically get during construction. The guards workers go to the prefab building, they could be like a temporary structure, but all those things we're gonna deal with, as part
When is
of.
supposed to start?
Say it again?
This building, when is supposed to start?
Again, we're starting now. We already started. We're retaining the architect. What the architect is gonna do is we're gonna give them, to bring us a concept design that we'll be able to go out and do bigger fundraising. We're gonna fundraise this first amount to get the concept design. We'll have images. We'll be able to go back to the city. We'll be able to go into other people's pockets and us, and we're gonna fundraise with that. So we picture a 2-year design process and a 2-year construction process.
Beloved, I think he means when we break ground.
Again, 2-year design, break ground, and 2 years construction.
I just got one question. With the garden part, what happens to the garden part?
Okay, the question was, what happens to the garden, the open space? The development we're talking about takes up the entire footprint. However, on the second floor, you can have setback areas. So there'll be an outdoor amenity space as part of it. It won't be on the ground, it'll probably be up on the second floor.
Or you can use a roof. There'll be a rooftop.
And,
Work out about it.
and work area. Is this being pertaining to the nation? Everything that's being done?
Yes, he asked, we're talking about residential, we're talking about commercial, we're talking about school. Will this be, the nation? Yes, we would own the entire site. So we could do rentals, or we could do condominiums or units. And then the commercial stage, you could lease, or we could run the business ourselves. All those decisions that we're gonna make. But the
It's
key
all
is,
in-house.
the key is that the residential and the commercial has to pay for the development and the school. So that's gonna be our first guiding principle, that no matter what we do, that it's self-sustaining.
Well, we got one last question before we go. Yes,
Last question, we'll fix that.
Part of this project, right, is we, make us be more self-sufficient, to include all of our resources and make this come to be. Is that also part of the concept of design we going forward with this?
the God is asking, as we are doing our fundraising, is it going to be collective work and responsibility, right? Is it going to be all of us, or we're going to be looking for outside donors as well, right? That's your question?
No.
What's the question?
My question is, we have various brothers and sisters with skills, talents, and abilities, right, that apply to what's going on right now.
Right.
So, versus outsourcing and going to see whoever, right, that ain't one of the Lord's fathers says, is one of the main emphasis to make sure we make this in-house as possible and be self-sufficient.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. The God's asking that all the talents we have in the nation, will those talents be put to use as part of this development? The answer is yes. Because that everything we're gonna do, we're gonna include, and we're gonna put on those teams, on the construction teams, anyone that has skills, we're gonna look to include all of them as part of it. So,
That answers the question.
right.
All right.
Yeah.
So, that is it. So the whole idea of this bill was to share what we've learned over the last couple of months. We're going to continue this process, right? Because it's a great beginning, but it's only the beginning. No victory laps here, right? No victory laps here. It is what we've learned, and we will continue to share. We thank you for this time. Peace.
My name is Sergeant Theodore. I don't know if y'all don't want the ladies to be in here, y'all need to get them out here, because I got something to say that's real. This wisdom God. They asked us, where was the devil manufactured? What's the first tool to make the devil? Separation. That's the first tool. And I'm going to speak about it because I've been listening to this whole persona right now, and I got nothing against Hashim, Just, and all the rest of y'all that's coming along. But let's go back to the root of this right now. Because y'all ain't hear what that man said. That man said that the school will be torn down. Y'all ain't hear it. The school will not be torn down. All right, well then let him clarify. He just asked him a question 2 minutes ago. He said, all right, so let me go into what I'm doing. Okay, because we were on the same team at the beginning. When this first started, with that school over there, I mean that building. Yo, bro. God, I got this. When that building was being built, the very first go round, beloved is here, but he got mad to do with what was going on.
This is the way it got to go. That wasn't the way.
Please. It's God's building. Now it's wisdom, please. We don't need no side talking. If you want to talk, go that way. Please. Please.
Okay, and I'm gonna bring up everything that he said to me with the whole situation. When they went to build that building the first time, them contractors that came here asked the guards, what y'all want done with that school? They asked them, do you want us to fix your school or do you want to take money? Okay? The money was taken and it was bullshit money. Because just like my man beloved said to me, from the street game or anything that you're dealing with, when you got a million or a middleman, there's something that's taking place. So I asked them, how much money did them people over there that built that building got saved? You know what he said to me? He said they got saved $1 million for 40 days. And you know how they got saved that $1 million? Because when they went down there to the Department of Building, them construction people could not do nothing without the approval from our school.
Talk about it.
Okay? See, the problem is that it's too much clanism that's going on. It's too much separation that be going on. This ain't just started yet. The same individual that was dead, look at what's coming on a law school in Mecca. Did any of y'all see when a law B said that they gave us $750,000? $750,000?
That's true.
Look at part 17. And you know what the guard said? It was 3 brothers that went and got the money the first trip. Out of $750,000, they got $5,000. When a law being them found out, now there's a law in this, but to all the brothers that here, tell it was $750,000, right? He said in the bill, he said, my mind could not even conceive that. Because if they gave us $750,000 back then, how much money is that now? With interest.
Where's that money at?
So we've been having this whole situation going on. So let me get back now, bring it up to date. And I love my brother, and he gone. But we gotta speak the truth. These people came in, and they said to an individual that walked and talked with the Father, that's all about this nation, can tell you what socks the Father had on at this time, but y'all went for the money. Y'all could have had this whole school reinforced right then.
That's right.
Now let me get to what I'm building about. Because see, when y'all start separating and y'all start this clownism, believe me, Shabu won't always step up to the plate. My man, Lord Mathematics, I don't know you like that. But one thing I don't like is when people come along and disrespect the individuals that already been here. What I don't like is when people start talking about all that they doing. You're talking about down in North Carolina, where I almost got killed for building a school.
By yourself.
That everybody turned around and said later on that I was a drug dealer. Whatever I did in the streets, I always did it for this. And Sabu, how that pavement got paid back then. Because guess what? When we was all hustling, we was the guards coming up in with that money. A lot of intelligence is sitting right there in the audience. That brothers, me, him, Born King came with the idea, and our other brothers in Coxway. A lot of intelligence, did they give us a piece of paper for the Apollo? So nobody can tell me that I'll be in this shit for some Hall of Fame stuff. And I've been doing this with schools. But let's get back on track. When the people came, our brothers and everybody else that was involved, they went for the money. If we would save if we saved them devils $1 million, and all we could do is when it was said and done, was fight amongst each other about 2 checks for $80,000. Because I told the man when he used to say about the money, I said, that ain't shit. That's drops in the bucket. You understand? So this could have been done a long time ago.
Word.
In between that time, once again, I'm not talking about the day. Before Bouchard and them had, when they had that joint, it was about $10,000 being generated every month. Brownell got it afterward. It was $6,500 generated every month. It wasn't until Universal Justice got it that he stepped up and said, yo, this is the amount of money that we collected every month. When it was a leak in the school, we got it fixed. When we got kicked out of school, we got it fixed. We got back in. So now that y'all don't know what's been going on, is that we went first to address the foundation of the school. The school was built in 1901. That school has withstanding 121 years because the foundation on it is solid. It's just been through 2 fires and a hurricane. Okay? So now, before you can become a historical site, what do you got to do first?
Stabilize it.
That's right. You got to make sure that everything on that property comes up to code. Now, in the process of that, we started, you know what I'm saying? The building foundation. They said, oh, it's going to be 5 years down the line. 5 years down the line ain't got nothing to do with what we're doing right now. Because before we would go for any type of grants, once again, like the brother said, it got a meeting, right? It's 3 different type of grants that you can get. You can get a grant that's run, like we got the Museum of Natural History or whatever, where the city runs it, they pay everybody. We can get another grant, which falls under the Board of Education, but once you get that grant, what does that mean? They got to control what? Your curriculum. And the third grade, they give it to you, and they say, oh, what programs you got set up? Okay? So I got this program set up with the kids coming. The reason we got no children here is because no children gonna come around and be in front of the school with a bunch of old cats. They ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. We can't bring no children back here without having something for them. So under the third grade, we can set up everything that we got. The earth stood up and said what she said, but she done heard that from me a million times because this goes back to even the brother Rashid, the one they call God, that they made in too deep about, who's the first brother that when it burnt down, that put the band and everything back up. Those brothers, and when he did it in 1999, it was already a blueprint that was drawn. Because just like she said, everything that we're dealing with is based on economics. When I came up here for the meeting that the brothers had, I told them brothers, that's a hell of an idea. Get the pavement paid, knock down the old shed, you understand what I'm saying? We can get more vendors in, and even the Lord Mathematics said, yo, we can take out a $200,000 loan. I said, well, what profile, what y'all got to go along with that? They took out 2 loans before for $5,000 that they paid. At $1,700 a month for 10 years, we can pay off a $200,000 loan. Okay? But let me tell you, in this nation, we always got a problem when it comes to money with being transparent. Okay? And all of this is going to come in the fold. So once again, my brother Born King, that they be having all their little beefs with over this, the Office of Cultural Management ain't nothing but an extension of the Office of Cultural Affairs. National Office of Cultural Affairs. You can't take step 1 without first dealing with individuals that already been there, that already been doing the building. This man no free, and I'm not saying this because this is my partner. I don't take no sides with this. But like I said, when the first Zoom meeting was called, and even my brother Beloved was brought on there, which it was conflict because Hashim, me, and a whole bunch of other guards came up here to get that situation in check. So, we went to deal with getting the foundation of the building done on the Zoom call. It was $21,000 donated that night. Am I right or wrong, Jakeisha? Okay? The brother didn't take the money because, like he said, our biggest problem is trust. So he didn't take the money because money always got a way of causing confusion. But when the time came to get the proper mechanical drafting, it's a certain name for people, they got to do the survey, and all that costs money. The construction company that we've been dealing with been the same construction company that made the Hard Rock Cafe guitar as a building. If they can make a building out of guitar, they can make our universal flag out of the building. We wasn't going to do nothing to it other than what it is. So like I said, it steps to everything. So once the historical site and everything was in motion along with that, now we coming with a builders build fund. 6 months to a year, we raised $500,000 to $1 million. Everything the brothers is talking about is right and exact as far as collecting money and doing things, but it's an order. What our account is 3 individuals on the account. If you're gonna send any money, now you can do Cash App. You can send it directly to the bank. If you do send it through Cash App, what is it? It's electronically recorded. Like I said, when we went to do the Apollo, you understand? And ain't no bragging and boasting. Law intelligence came on last. Nobody's gonna give up their money like that. But law intelligence, who y'all gave the money to?
Give you,
What happened?
give you show.
Everything that was supposed to happen, right? Because for one, you ain't got no business holding nobody holding no money. They don't know how to deal with money. Like I said, don't be, oh, well, this one or that one. Okay, that's all cool in the game. You know what I'm saying? But we all live and die for this. My word is bond, regardless to whom or what. And I'll give my life before my word shall fail. And I've been doing this. So when they step in there and talk about Region 4, this, that, and the third, Region 4, we've been the most consistent regional conferences in this nation.
Yes, sir.
I will never get up here and brag and boast about nothing I done did. I've been doing this shit since I was a young dog. But I'm not gonna let nobody come in here because believe me, y'all wanna talk Vanguard? Vanguard. You ain't gonna walk in there and just do anything you wanna do and then shuffle it and cover it up because you got the right people that's along with you now. We supposed to roll with that shit. Let's cross-examine everything. If it was gonna go down like that before, and it was so simple to go down like that before, then why didn't it go down in the first place? The trade made an inter-orientation that they could receive more gold for what they labor, which was more than they was earning in their own country. It's just more than what we was earning as being a part of the nation of God to us. The 5%, and I don't care what none of y'all say. Again, go watch the brother-in-law B. Tell y'all that on the 12th day, it was 12 of them. And even though I knew, because my like been told me that since 1976, what the father told them. But like he said in that bill, he said on the Knowledge Wisdom Day, it was all the God from what? God is right here, from Peter and from Mecca. And it was 12 of them. With the father made 13. And what did he tell us? I don't want to go so far back to now, all y'all just want to be is some regular individual. You don't even hear brothers walking around no more talking about the black man is God. I got a platform called God in the Streets. And I'm using the street knowledge, I'm using my book knowledge and college graduating, I'm using me being about this because it's diversity. You're not going to attract all the young just sitting up there quoting degrees. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all got to come to a parliament to listen to somebody break down some degrees to y'all, you're in the wrong place. It's not yourself. The top of the lesson of the student enrollment says, the following question must be answered 100% before submitting to student to said lesson number 1. You got to qualify, disqualify yourself. Lord, make us no followers. And down at the bottom what it said, one only learns, but one teaches what? Self. Self. This is the agreement of all minds is one. They told the truth about that. Because all these older brothers that's here, Allah told them all something on the side differently. Steady see Allah Combs doing. I give credit where credit is due because I'm a scientist. So I know when to keep the science. You know what I'm saying? And he said when y'all watching about the brother Allah love, that was a militant. And when the father went back, he got up in front, what was that? I think God cipher, and told the guards, if I catch any of y'all using heroin, I'm a king out love. was going after the Guineas. He was going after everybody in the hood that was selling heroin, to the point that they took his life. And see, Allah said in there, he said, and see, this one y'all study before I get to this point. That reinforced what I heard on the Otisville interview. The man asked the father, where do you see yourself in the future? The father said, I'm not going no further. Understanding all, Coin Delpo, he knew what it was. He knew he made the sacrifice for his life to tell his truth. But also in there, when C.Allah explains the picture and the background, you got a board with Muhammad Ali and Henry Cooper. Right? The father was going to go see that fight. They postponed the fight because Ali got a suspension. This was 67. You know what the father said to them? Go look at it, because I'm telling you thoroughly. So I know what I'm saying. The father said, I will never see Ali fight again. Why? Because 67 and 3 understand it's God's cycle. So that means the father was gone before he got a chance to see Ali fight again. Let's keep this plain and simple. If I gotta get up and break Patmos down to y'all and all this stuff like that, you're in the wrong place. This is the stuff for the babies. Not for y'all to be coming here and somebody educate. The only part of that was nation business is what they did on the end. Otherwise than that, everybody was standing up here freelancing with how much math they know. And you want me to do that? I could be up here for God hours, non-stop. And let's get to the Iron Man Sotomayor. Let's get to the AJ Rogers. Let's get to the Yusuf Ben Document. Why? Because when I was, Bill or Mallet Born or some shit, I came to the rally with a whole duffel bag when I went away to college. Because that's the father's teaching. Look at Black Sandbar when he did the joint they did at Schaumburg and how you talk about, and we came into Parliament with your head on back with the father would tell you, put it on front with it.
Oh, man,
Ain't nobody said y'all supposed to sit in here and be no followers. The Father gave us the greatest gift in the universe, to be free and independent thinkers.
yes, sir.
If you gotta get up here and break down all the math to the master, I ain't got nothing wrong with you, Professor. That's fly. But I ain't gonna lie, we did that back in 77, 76. Divine Prince. How long you done know? Have you known me to have a school prior to putting any money out? But you know me since I was a baby. When you came around us, did we have a fountain and youth out in East Medina? Thank you.
Bill, God.
The book that I show y'all bit by bit, because I won't put all that out there, because a lot of y'all ain't nothing but vultures.
Come with it. Bill, God.
And a bunch of y'all come around and y'all act like y'all the great I am, the great mighty, omnipotent, and then you fizzle out. Or next thing you know, we're looking for you because you done took some money and ran off. And y'all see, right? What did I do all day? Y'all can't say I don't do the knowledge. Knowledge is respect. That's why I sat back for 2-3 hours to see what type of caper was being pulled. And you know why a lot of times the capers be being pulled? Because they don't like that certain individual. I don't like that certain individual. But guess what? He my brother to the heart and to the mind. You know why? Because anybody that I know is with this 1,000% through my air life. That's who you have love for. And guess what? Y'all can tell me anything. I had fake 5%ers down in Region 4 after we built the school, 100 grand, 60 grand out my pocket, turn around and in one day try to take my life. And brothers that know me all my life, but yet somebody can say a little this, oh, he a little that, he a little this. But you know what it is? A lot of y'all is haters anyway. Because hey, the majority of y'all won't say that shit to my face. Because we can go mathematically, or we can do the other thing. I like to do the other thing very well. But guess what? I don't do that. Because Islam don't teach me to be the aggressor. But if you violate me, and you violate what this stands for, whether it's the college institution, the penal institution, any institution I go to, Allah is God. We stand on our square, ain't no B-boy. It's the gods, like this. This is how we grew up in this. And I love all my older brothers to a certain degree, good, bad, and different. You know why? Because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here.
Okay.
Stop walking around all the time talking about fucking old gods. They ain't do this, they ain't do that, they ain't do this. I'm the great omnipotent. How you think this got here? When it was a few of them walking around talking about the black man is God in the 60s?
And 70s.
Who the first person we taught? Our mom. Your whole earth. When you walked in there and said, I ain't eating no swine no more. Or when she walked out and that hand was in there, man, I'm going to dish it. Out the window. No, you won't get your Lord so tall. The schools and everything. This ain't come out of no air pocket. So a lot of y'all now have to go on cyberspace and get 120 degrees. Talking about a book written with 120 degrees, and I'm going to change this. Nah, what? The sovereignty, all that shit back in, right? Because if you study and stop being surface dwellers, because see, you're a surface dweller anytime somebody can just sit up there and you go, you're right, I agree. The Lord said there's three most important things that you got to do when you're saying that you live this reality. Don't take nothing on face value. Everything is subjected to show and prove. And then the Lord be taught me this. It got to come out right and exact. That's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. We don't need nothing but the supreme mathematics, the supreme alphabet. Once you learn that one is no longer one anymore, and one means knowledge, and see, that's what kills me. Because cats say, oh, I'm God, I got knowledge. But as soon as a woman walk by you, or whatever, in the air, oh, Father, you see King of God. What make you a great God than me? If I can't teach it, what make you think you can teach it? When we was young in knowledge and we came in here, we did go near earth. That wasn't our earth. This is why we made the earth put our name in the blood. Not your name. Because I'm held responsible for you. To uplift you. Not for our earth to walk behind us, for our earth to walk alongside us. The universe is everything. Sun, moon, and star. Black man, black woman, and black child. Y'all better make sure y'all subscribe to my channel too, God in the Street. I ain't playing. And I'm on it. Say anything about the 5% nation. I'm on it. Because we got to deliver this in all type of ways. You see, me and my brother, I love to death. The law of reality, we ready to go at it. Because he used to be in the law of reality. We'll straighten it out later on. That's my big brother, I love him. But the Lord said there's the best number amongst y'all. You understand? So I want to play clean up anyway. You know, we want to be that fourth back. So when everything else is said and done, they said, you know why they didn't want me up here, right? Y'all see? Y'all see why they've been holding me back all day? Because they want to hold you back. in the belly of the beast, down in that sea, and they kept trying to come for me. They finally got me. You know how they got me? 8 o'clock at night, searched my locker, and they found a flag. They found me and Warren King standing in front of the school with front doors on. And because it was a flag up there, I caught an A charge. That's like if I stab, killed somebody, that's the biggest charge you can get. Because why? We're classified as a gang. STG. And I was in school. So when they sent the hearing officer, I ripped her to shreds. And when I finished with her, you know what she said? She said, you're one of the most intelligent men I ever ran into in my life. Because she asked me the question, she said, why y'all stay with your degrees? I said, just like you see all the individuals go out in the yard and they pump weight so they can get the mirror, I'm cut up for the wig, the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? We exercise utilizing that part called memorization. Therefore, when our children learn, they 120, and I know it for a fact. I learned 120 at 14 years old. School was a breeze after that. College, I partied like out of this world. But guess what? The equality hour, I wake up, I grab my book, and I study, and I go on in there and pass the test. Because most of the time, true and false questions and multiple choice questions does not tell how intelligent a person is. My historian teacher, he had an introduction to African civilization. He gave us a chapter to read, we come back to class, and he just start asking us questions out the book. Not bragging or boasting again, but you know what he did after a while? Shaul, you can't answer no more questions. Because I know Manson Musa, I know Miley, Son, Hay, you know, all this. The 100 major facts of the so-called Negro. Africa's gift to America. We got too much out there. And I was afraid to get up on these social media sites because we don't come from that school. I was scared of pictures. I'm scared of all that. But guess what? That's the vehicle. We ain't gonna be on the street corners no more. Look around. Everybody in here, except for the young that had to ask us earlier, where is her A-lot? So we can all come in like we in church and sit down and listen to Brother Bill and sound real fantastic. What's going to happen after? So like I said, there's 2 or 3 projects that's going on right here, right now. Okay? I'm not going to tell y'all not to support what, you know, Hassim, Tamari, Bilal, and Black Justice are doing. Just like I'm not going to tell you not to support what the law, mathematics in them is doing. Just like I'm going to tell you not to support what we do. It doesn't matter that we're all doing different entities. If it's all toward the supreme reality of manifesting a law, word, manifesting, and changing. Listen, man, we in the 4th quarter. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm Equality Cipher. Equality Cipher. This is it.
Youngster.
It's not no other side of the coin for me no more. So this is why I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Because why? He'll kill you quicker for telling the truth. Like I say on my joint, they're selling 100 keys of crack in the community. So anytime you put your life on the line, and that's why I want y'all to understand, messing with some jive pretenders, jive 5%ers or pretenders, I almost lost my life. But yet I still hear people jump up here in the parliament and start talking people's names that they don't have no idea was an intricate part in it. And the reason why I say that, And this is how you know the love is gone. You my brother. Ain't nobody can send me to do nothing to no God. For what? And then if I find out, I'm going to go tell the God, and we're going to be plotting on how we're going to do the person who said this shit. The love ain't there no more. So understand what I said, y'all, through all of this. Y'all did not hear me at the end say our program is better than the next one program, and this shouldn't be done, and these brothers, how you gonna talk about who's in charge of something? No, y'all coming along and y'all family doing something. I'm burnt out on doing shit. And I still drove all the way up here. That's why when they see me come through the door, they already said, "That was man, the wrong shot because he loved me." You know what I'm saying? That's divine prince because he loved me. But you know, y'all seen it all day. We ain't gonna let him get in there. Now I get in here, all the people that's supposed to be on the spot with the great ideals, where they go to? You know what? Because the truth will repel you. The truth will chase you across the Arabian desert. And I stand on my spot. I heard a cat say to my first student, I recently just came home, Shabu ain't one of us. He just a drug dealer and he don't know his lesson. But you just seen me. If you felt like that, why you didn't say that to my face? Because you know why? The majority are cowards. You know why? Because I'm going to tell you what a hater is. A hater is a person who got a complex with their own self. I don't got no time to hate on you. I'm too busy doing what Shabu got to do. I represent Shabu be Allah. Say that he Allah born you equality. I'm not trying to be nobody else. But one thing and two for sure, we got to come together. The Father said we come together, we get it done right. Everybody want the accolades. Oh, I did this, I did that. I don't never do that shit. But when y'all get me up, y'all get me fired up like today, then I go into my script. Don't let nobody come around here disrespecting our own brothers. I don't care what you do. Knowledge is respect. Don't have nobody coming around jumping the gun. If you know another brother or sister that did it, and I'm gonna end it with this too. And maybe some of my brothers in Medina gonna get angry. They're gonna get angry. But guess what? Shabu is scared. Okay? That building next door to a law school, it's time to let the sisters do something with it. It's time to let them earths get in there. What you want to know what they can do? They can sew, they can crochet, they can make all type of cakes. They can have a lot going on. When Colleen had it, when CLR had it, what they had out there? Every day they had barrettes or something. That's a whole nother income. They talking about the chef. You know why I'm not against that? Because as big as that shed is, until you get everything else done, it's still another place to generate income. Y'all can make it into a mini flea market. Y'all can supply the vendors by buying stuff wholesale, buy both. But once again, like I said, if you don't have individuals in charge that know what to do with money, then it's going to be a problem. Like I said, when Cypher had the money and everything, a lot of them don't say nothing. I'll be in the background. I'll be in the background. But when it comes time for it to get done, I'm there to make sure that it gets done right and exact. So like I said, y'all see it for yourself. And this is why I got up on it. What happened to the Zoom? The Zoom part? Why ain't you on the Zoom? I'm supposed to be This
got
supposed to
you.
go to everybody.
I got you.
I know you do, Rashid. Our beloved brother that been doing this forever. How many times people came to him and gave him a gift? You know what I'm saying? But all I get all the time is a bunch of trash. Never, yo, God, we love you. Yo, God, boom, boom, boom. And like I said, at the end of the day, I don't do this because it ain't no spookism. Ain't nothing I can do that can be greater than what the man did that gave us this. All I can do is make sure God still lives. Babies, all that. Shasha used to keep it real with me. He said you can teach your babies all this in the world and they can go away to college and just like we had curiosity and we, you know what I'm saying, stop eating pork, they might have curiosity to start eating pork. Environments causes changes. You got to be strong when you go in an environment and it ain't nobody like us. That's why it be killing me when cats, oh, you got to be here in Mecca. So if we only cover Mecca, then what happened to the other 196,940,000 square miles? You trying to tell me that God's earth, there's other places don't count? None of them. Back in the days, don't get up. When this politics used to have, let's forget Medina, Mecca, Pilar, Savior's Island. Let's deal with now justice.
Shabu, listen, 7 o'clock, we out of here.
All right, let's get it. All right, I'm out. I did what I wanted to do. But like I said, at the end of the day, we had busloads of gods and earths coming from all these different states. Now it's been up in Newburgh and Mass and them places almost as long as it's been here. Stop being on some territorial shit. Nation, make up your mind what y'all want to do. If you want to contribute to all three, do it. If you want to contribute to one, contribute to one. Because at the end of the day, we all got to come together. You know what I'm saying? To see our law. Law world manifest.
Hey, all right, peace. I would appreciate if some of you that are leaving would stay. Because the guts I've been trying to get up here for the last couple of hours is well known around the world. All right, and he knew a lot. I've been trying to get him here since before COVID-19. All right? Let me handle this. Everybody has something to say. I'm glad. I am so glad that I've learned to have some patience and some tolerance. And I appreciate the fact that Professor